Check. Testicles 1, 2, 3. Testicles 1, 2, 3. Check. How are we, boys? Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, ladies. Welcome to the Latched podcast for another Wednesday night, episode 537.
Woo! Fuck.
537.
Wow, we're nearly there, boys. We're nearly there.
Oh, wait, sorry. This is episode 12. I was just counting the amount of push-ups I was doing before we started. Yeah. Push-ups in the toilet. How are you guys? How are you guys, boys?
Good, brother. Good. Very good, man.
Yeah, bro. Good, man. Good ass.
Awesome, man. Awesome to hear, brothers. Good to see you guys tonight. And also, we've got Mana on his way. He just finished running 15 kilometers in, I think it was half an hour. So just give him a bit of time to rest. Everyone watching, I hope you guys also had a good week. For those who are watching or listening for the first time, we thank you for joining us. For those who come around the block on the regular, we thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you guys honoring us with your time to lend us your ears and your opinions as well. As always, if you have anything you want to comment or you have an opinion on something, you want to chime in on any of our chats, feel free to comment, and we'll do our best to make sure that we put you on. Only if it's good. Only if it's a good comment.
Only if it's good and within the rules of Facebook and YouTube, and not like my copyright, where you get stood down for 4 weeks because of the salary cap.
And saying that any footage or any audio that is played, we do not own the rights. We'll just throw that in there. Most of it belongs to NRL and Fox Sports. So.
Just give us a break, man. Just let us use the videos, man.
So what's up to Matt, Matty Matt, always tuning in, and I guess this is a good time to plug in our sponsors too.
100%. Man, every week you've been supporting us from day dot. Firstly, I'd like to thank Crucial Flooring. If you're after anything flooring, vinyl, carpet, especially carpet, man. If you go across to Crucial Flooring page, Facebook page, and look at the work that the brother loves, aka Ralph. The man does a lot of mahi, and he puts in the work, and in return he jumped on the podcast, as in looking after us and sponsoring us, and keeping this going. And also at the same time, I'd like to thank another sponsor, TJA Construction, who's
thank you.
Jumped on board as well, and thanks to them for being in the background and not really asking us for much, but also it's always an honor to have people jump on board in whatever way, helping us with gear, or financing us. Now I get to leave my job, and TJA is just paying my whole salary. But don't ask them that, because they probably terminate the contract they have with us and sponsor another podcast. But you guys all love this podcast. We love this podcast, and at the same time, we can't do this without our sponsor, TJA Construction, as well as Crucial Flooring, and not to mention our what do you call these kind of sponsors? Silent partner as well. Yeah, silent partner. We've mentioned his name many times, Mr. Matty McFarlane. Thank you for the gear.
Thank you
guys.
Again, just want to welcome those who are watching, those who are listening. If you're watching, listening for the first time, thanks for coming through. Leave a comment. Anything we're talking about, if you want to chime in on it, just comment away, fire away, and we'll do our best. like this guy, Darius. He is already excited at the
Oh,
thought of at the sight of Tiz's jersey, and then we'll get underway with that very soon. But right now we will head to um, one of our favorites, one of our favorite segments, actually one of our only segments.
We're cutting down because we're talking too much, but let's get into it.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, fam. Welcome to Eye Catching Moments. For those of you who aren't too sure what Eye Catching Moments is, for us throughout the sporting weekend, we will be just highlighting something that caught our eye and something that we just want to highlight and something that, something that we want to highlight. We thought whether it's a feel good moment on the field, off the field, regarding sport, we just want to cover that. So without further ado,
Who wants to go first? Any, mini, money, mo at the bottom there, Moza.
Mozart.
yeah, sweet ass. I'll kick us off. My eye-catching moment for the week, boys. Bit biased here, but it was the Dogs getting over those fellas there at Sydney. Bloody those guys, man. Had the ref had some tries that were like they should have been scored, but we won. It's just beautiful, very beautiful.
Great game, man.
Yeah, it was a good game. It was a good game. It's been a long time, to get that feeling of winning. It's been like 6 weeks or 7, but to get it over the Roosters, who I knew, they got some not decent, they got some, players, international players, but to get over them, man, just our main rivals, it was a mean feeling.
Man, and the crowd was electric too. You can see the home game. It doesn't matter what's been going on, bro. You always have the crowd supporting the Dogs.
And shout out, to our coach, man, Gus Gill. Thank you, Gus, for running the boys and spraying the boys during the week, and helping Baz. But shout out Gus.
Has Baz been demoted to assistant or?
I don't know, man. It's just weird that Gus sprays them, takes training, and we come up with a win, and that guy with the suit celebrates them like he's done the work.
Well, so you've got it all wrong. I think the only reason we won in the weekend is because of the suit, mate.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Baz's
suit was impeccable.
You look like the man, with their suit on the sideline.
Sick.
Yeah, that was my eye-catching moment, guys. If he's watching.
Nice, also nice. I can go, Tiz.
Sweet.
So here is my eye-catching moment.
Go, Nathan! You're so nice, Nathan. Oh, this is starting my heart. Oh, I'm gonna cry.
So that was, if you don't know who that was Nathan Cleary, and they had just finished their game, and of course they got another win, and with that, Nathan Cleary after the game he went up to the stands to meet with a fan who is wheelchair bound, and they had good chats. So yeah, this caught my eye because of the fact that Nathan went up. But also because that's not the first time he's done that as well. I've seen him do that a lot of times for fans who can't make their way to the bottom where the field is after the games and stuff. And and yeah, that just shows like like the Panthers, they're getting a couple of bad reps in a couple of places from a couple of people. Just I don't know. Some people may call it arrogance. Like they're a young team, so let's call it confidence. Maybe a little bit overzealous, but at the same time, these guys are people as well, and that just that just shows the measure of a man in regards to who Nathan is, and I thought that was for me. I thought that was a good moment for rugby league and then for Cleary and the fan also. So that was mine. Yeah, still.
Bro, that's really good, man. Because for a young fella like Cleary to do something like that, especially he's at the peak of his career. To see that sort of side of him, the humanity of this guy to come see someone he doesn't need to see to do that sort of stuff. Good on him, and like you said, was how the confidence they show, and I think at the moment they're showing a bit more than confidence. The experience is showing throughout this whole 2022 comp. They're on another level, and that's probably why they're leading the NRL at the moment, because of how that sort of culture is built within the Panthers. But we should end that there because we don't want to talk about them anymore. And then we got
my old man chiming in already.
Yes.
We'll make sure.
Storm is arrogant. Panthers just still growing up. But at the same time, I like how he said Storm. Storm are arrogant because I know a few of their fans. He's probably watching right now. No one could ever get this dude in the chats because we know the teams he supporters. We can't really say anything, and that's the hard part. And at the same time, he's sponsoring this episode, so we can't really talk about him.
Also, quick plug, shout out to Favs, best eye catching.
And he's been the day one supporter of these young arrogant guys.
Yep, day one. Yep,
day one, bro.
Definitely day one Panthers.
Definitely.
I think Junior's always been that guy from back in the days. He was always FTA. They try to be for the area, that guy. So shout out Junior, shout out to your old man, Brents. But bro, that guy laughs, man. If we win a game against Storm, it's always the reply from laughs will be, "Are you guys gonna be there in September?" And then we can't see anything. I was like, "Oh no, all good." Sweetums.
The comebacks of doom, but nevertheless, we'll move on to mine before we get to Mana. I think you'll be on shortly. Mine.
Since I met her, no, nothing has been the same. A picture perfect painting inside of a perfect frame. Wild child got in some trouble back in the day, but I don't give a fuck about the reputation that you made. Yeah, keep it real, ride or die to the end. Nobody got my back like she do when it gets slow. Fucks like a
but different from the rugby league thing.
Yeah, it was a bit of I think just wanted to change the dynamics of the show. Usually, I'm always about the Dragons, but for this one, we have a guy him and his mate, I think they scaled one of Paris's tallest buildings with no safety equipment, and to add to that, they also scaled it with feet. So they went straight up, and I think he's known to do that sort of stuff. I did a bit of research about a lot of fails that happen, and back to Leo. His name is Leo Urban. If you want to follow him on, or go have a look at the work he's been doing, and it's crazy to see people scale high rise like that, or going up without any safety equipment.
Straight up,
bro.
It's ugly, man.
I know, man. Like, when I found, when I seen it, like my eye catching moment, and then I went and watched the video, bro. My palms were like sweaty just seeing him doing that sort of stuff.
I'm sure people are trying to work, and that guy's just climbing the windows.
Rubbing his ball bags against the window.
It reminds me, sorry, it reminds me of when me and Brands were in uni at AUT, and we're coming back from study, and Brands was in an NZ Kiwis gear, rugby league Kiwis.
Oh, mate.
And this guy, Brands, goes, "What's this, eh?" And he goes in front of, it was a massive glass window library where everyone was studying and on their computers and laptops. This guy does full-on shuttles in front of them. Full-on shuttles with his Kiwis gear, and he was like going back and forth. And I think us and our friends just walked the other way already. We were like, nah.
Oh, was he doing one of those moments where everybody just squirrel?
Everybody just scattered, but he was just doing like shuttles up, downs, because he was in his Kiwis gear. He thought he was just a man with his. I'll never forget that, man. Anyways.
But now it's all I know how to do is just not shuttles, just shut up.
It's shut down. But just I know it's probably to darken this side of my eye-catching moments. Did a research on people that like failed or tragic, and I don't know if you heard of an Asian guy, Wu Yongning. I think back in 2017. I know it's a while back. He was viral for that sort of stuff, which was I think it's called rooftopper or rooftoping or something, where they go up and virally they just want to make money, and they'll just take a photo of themselves or video of them at the top of these buildings. A long story short, this guy, went viral for also, falling to his death. So,
Damn.
yeah. One of his trademark stunts was to, go on the edge, hold on to, obviously the edge, and then do pull-ups. And he's done this on, I think over 100 plus videos. He's done this, like something similar. And yeah, in regards to that, so where he took his life or fell to his death, he was doing a pull up, and then just couldn't pull himself back up, and then hillbilly heaven for him.
Man, well,
back to sports, guys.
Yeah,
and I guess you know the risks when you're doing that.
True.
Yeah, bro. Like especially with that sort of stuff, man. Like, shit, no one to help him out, just relying on himself, and he's done it so many times. And yeah, well, in this case, it didn't work out for him. But yeah, guys. This week in sport, eh?
Wow.
We go over. We've got a few things to cover. But in this case, because Mana's not here, we're still waiting for him. We'll go over, I think, something that he wanted to mention, which was
the Crusaders defeated by the Waratahs. I think this caught everyone off guard, eh?
So that number, I done it on purpose because I think everyone's looking. Hey, how can the Crusaders beat them? No, guys, it was planned. Like that's how good our posts have been for this entire duration.
That's how much of a surprise it was, eh?
Surprised me too, bro. Surprised me too. But the the Satyrs losing to the Tars, and that game, the Waratahs basically, I wouldn't say owned them, but they done something that not many New Zealand teams can brag about. Other than like this year, they've been they lost the Chiefs firstly, and then later on the Blues. But what I want to say in regards to the scoreline, are we seeing the change or the tide? The moving of some of the top teams. Well, what do you guys reckon before we move on to some of the results in the weekend?
Oh, being an Aussie fan, it was good to see some teams get over some NZ teams over the weekend, but still, to me, I don't think it's the turn of the tide. We are closing the gap. I'd say that closing the gap. Would that make sense? But it's not.
Yeah,
It's not turning the tide. Like, our NZ teams are still like a benchmark for Super Rugby. I think, but it's closing the gap like step by step. But not we're not turning the tide anytime soon, mate. Like, we can come to NZ and then get smacked when we play over here. So we'll see how that goes. Especially international game, man. That's we're still way behind on that. But I don't know how you guys feel.
I think again, just going over what I said last week. We had high expectations on our Kiwis teams or New Zealand teams, but Australia, we got to give credit to Australia and their clubs, bro. Man, they got a lot of competitiveness, and you can see it on the field. With I think every single team had put our teams to the sword. So it only came down to the last, say, 10 minutes on all the games.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good question, man. There's heaps of there's different elements to like there can be different elements to that. I feel that the super teams and also slowly catching on to how New Zealand super teams are playing footy, and that can be due to a number of factors. There's a lot more of that Kiwi influence within coaching and stuff as well, and with that brings what is it? They're able to not so much sharing secrets, but be able to share how these teams play or how they try and dictate play, and here's how you can counter that, and we've seen that we can see it the gap closing a little bit, but it's still a massive gap anyway to start off with. But we can see it is interesting, and I think I don't know off the back of how the ABs went on their Northern Hemisphere tour last year, when they were just straight exposed Northern Hemisphere, they know how to counter that Southern Hemisphere rugby, and I think Australia are catching on. Like you said, Tiz, you mentioned those games were much tighter than they were the first week. And I think they'll I think they'll start well, I'm hoping that it stays that way. Man, I'm hoping we see a couple more a couple more of the Aussie super teams get the wall over the NZ teams just to make things interesting, man.
100%, bro. And I think we probably will be expecting that sort of stuff too. Yeah, so while we're on the topic, let's go through some of the scores. The results in the weekend.
So the Reds and the Chiefs. The Chiefs just scraped grinded out a win over the Reds. That was a good game, man. I think that one should have been game of the round.
Bro, that was a good fight for the Chiefs, man.
Bro.
Especially going down. They were down a bit, and I thought the Reds done a superb job in trying to attack the Chiefs, because it's not easy. And again, I think I rate only a couple or maybe 3 teams, and the 3 teams are up in the top 4 at the moment. That Reds showed how easy they can score against an outfit like the Chiefs.
I know, man.
So, for New Zealand teams, when we were, before we came over to this Trans-Tasman, shit, man, it was hard to score. It was hard to even get points against a team. So, this just showed how much of class, the Aussies are putting on these Kiwis team.
Yeah, and look who's there. Like, look who's their head coach is bloody Brad
Yeah.
Thornton. So just reinforces what we were saying before.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, with like that Kiwi influence, man, and bro, that was a mean game. It was like back and forth, and I think there was some like deciding factors, like the 2 yellow cards that the Reds got.
Yeah.
Like that didn't help them. Bloody the Tongan Thor, Daniela Tupo. You can tell from you could tell from kickoff, man, that guy wasn't like something was wrong.
He done his calf or something, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
fuck those big calves there, bro. I don't know how you can pull something in there, bro. It's got muscles on top
Yeah.
of muscles there.
I think he injured his calves cuff. But you could tell from the beginning, man, like he was just off. But he's usually one of the X factors, man.
Yeah.
I really like their shots. What's their captain's name? The halfback is it McDermott? Have I got the right?
I think it's McDermott. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, he was mean. Like
Mm.
he almost single-handedly won the game for the Reds because he was like, he was like he picked up his team and he carried them pretty much.
Yeah.
Like I like as much as the Chiefs played well, I can only say good things about the Reds too. It's a pity.
Yeah.
It had to be a winner and a loser because I thought the Reds played a mean game. Chiefs played just scraped by, but like yeah, there's that other game that was 4 hours behind Amos.
Yeah. Up in Perth, Force just going down to the Blues. Man, I called. I think I was just jokingly saying Force will win, but I thought Blues will play them off the park. But when I saw the score like the next day, I was like, oh man,
Yeah,
maybe they
man.
just weren't. I don't know
We
if they weren't
we
going
say
full gear.
mad.
No, I don't know if these are going full gear or like
Yeah, we
just
thought the Reds and Chiefs game was a doozy, but like what went down with that game, man? That was scary almost.
Nah, bro. Like, hey, bro. Meant to be sleeping here. But nah, we couldn't fault the Force because they actually first half, man, it was hard to get position over them, and bro, they just bought everything, and
yeah.
bro, it just looked like we were gonna lose, man. That's how much of it. And then if you've watched the game down to the last 5 minutes,
Yep.
bro, I was a bit and I stayed up for the game, so I was on the edge of my seat doing closing my eyes, like doing this, please, for 5 minutes, the 80th minute, and then they went overtime for 5 minutes, and that's how good, the defense of the Blues, but not at the same time, flip they were giving it to the Blues.
Hard out.
It just I think it was just down to that 86th minute that they couldn't pull
It's
through.
still
But you could
yeah.
just it was there for them, bro. It was there for the taking, for the Force. But nevertheless, these Blues got the dub, and happy about that. And I think we needed that sort of win, that grind, especially against at this time, because we all know Blues are known for peaking at the at the wrong time. So getting
Reminds
this
me of
kind
of another team with the jersey you got on there, mate.
but we peak and stay at the middle of the table. I don't know about you guys. They because the season's long for the boys and also for the Chiefs and Brumbies. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see at the the come the finals or playoffs how we do. So I think I'm okay at the moment with that one, even though we should have before the game should have blown them off the field. But hey,
Yeah.
Nah, that was good win, man. Season defining, it might be. Okay, so Fiji and draw. Man, they They should have beat the Highlanders, man.
Right.
I wouldn't have minded if the Enduro beat the Highlanders.
I think we all did, but they played. Bro, did you guys watch the game?
Yeah.
Only
Oh, some of
entirely,
it.
The highlight?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, their first 10 minutes was like electrifying, eh? And besides the game, bro, the crowd,
Yeah.
it just looked like it
That was good to see, man. I think I was
man,
just
it was-
watching some of the what's it called, the breakdown, the injured
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
the injured show, and they were saying that like it was like 15,000, locals just singing, and wow, man, it was just a mean crowd like for them to play in front of. But I man, George just looks like they played sevens, but with 15 players, like how they
bro,
play.
100%, bro.
Just
Like the way they were playing, man, it was and you gotta give them credit only because that game plan has been like that since the beginning of their season.
Mm.
Yeah, how they just not hot potato football. They just straight hands it to the wing and then numbers, and then they got the gas as well.
Bro, how
Those
scary
guys,
is gonna
man.
be? How scary is it gonna be when they click, bro?
Yeah, how they
Yeah, when they learn to play like that, when they learn to play 80 minutes like that, man, they're gonna be a tough team, bro.
like these teams are getting decent points on like more than 20 points a game, whoever they face, like Draw
Yo.
and NMP. So it's a lot of improvement, and
Mm.
and it's only are we halfway or past halfway through the super season? But
Yeah, I think a couple more games.
Yeah,
the list
I
says
think it was
most of
quarter.
improvement.
Yeah, I think halftime.
Yeah,
we got a
time over
comment.
there.
Got a comment here from Graham.
Good evening, lads. Disgusting jersey. Already making trouble there, Graham, eh? Jesus.
You talking about Mossa's jersey, or
The Moss's All Blacks jersey he's got on.
we always knew that he was a AB supporter.
I'll never be AB supporter, man. All right, move it forward.
See,
Taz,
I
Saders.
told you guys the real results right here.
Oh yes, it's
Taz.
yeah.
And the Saders.
So
24
this
21.
is, good friend, a good friend of the show, David. His team, the Waratahs. Last week he told us it was the Waratahs' team. They beat the Crusaders. So David's a happy man this weekend.
Is he
Man,
day one, is it? Day one, David.
Yeah, I think I was there since last week when he said something about the Waz, and I think that was straight Waratahs. I think it was for Waratahs.
He said the Waratahs.
The
The Waratahs.
Well, Taz were leading like the Taz. Did they ever
I think they
give
were
up
like
the
17
lead?
or something. Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
I think it was
They led
17
at halftime, and Crusader was at 0 at halftime.
17
Yeah,
I think it was.
They never gave up a lead at all, eh?
Nah,
Like,
Crusaders
they
chased the
throughout
whole game.
Yeah.
And you can't say that the Saders fielded like a B team because bro, the amount of All Blacks that are on the field playing against them, the outfit of Taz, bro. Taz were man, fuck, they were beasts, bro.
Oh no. And like you saw how, like man, you go Tiz.
Oh no, I was just gonna move on because we all know that they won.
Oh, and I was just gonna
we
say,
don't want to give them any more airtime, so they're not paying us. So
Now, when's the last time you guys seen Crusaders 0 at halftime? It's been a while, eh? Like them just getting blown off the park at halftime. Not blown off the park, but just 0.
I didn't bother watching them enough.
Yeah. All right, move along. Hey, move forward.
Oh, so the Crusaders won against that.
we're back to Crusaders beating the. No, next game was the Rebels in Moana Pacifica.
The
Oh,
Rebels
again, bro,
just
if-
beat
if-
them.
if-
Yo.
If you just scan through all the results and how close they were, bar one, bro. Rebels, mate.
Unlucky.
They were.
Yeah,
I think
man.
Moana. Yeah, it was. It came down
Wanted
to
MP to win.
a couple mistakes in that last half. You know, I thought it was a try where what's the name? Shit, he came up the I think McClutchy.
Oh yeah,
Makaka.
first five.
Yeah. He drops the ball. You know, I think it was a rookie mistake
Mm.
where he should have changed hands. You know, because that's what I do when I score my tries. You know, where the opposite guys. I'll just show you guys. I'll just show you guys. You know, when I'm scoring and if they're coming from this end, you know, I'll have the ball tucked in under here, just so I can, you know, either fend off a player coming from the right hand side. So your left hand, you know. But I think in this case, the man was running and he had the ball tucked in the right hand,
Oh, and he
and
kept
it
it
was just
there.
an easy,
Oh,
easy grab and lost the ball. But you know that all counts at the end of the game when you don't kick a ball out on a penalty. You know, if you're gonna go down to the 1%ers, those are the ones that you look at, and you probably get a spray from the lads in the changing room, or in this case from MP, probably get the hockers on.
yeah, they're just unlucky, man.
Yeah, nah, there was a close game, and I think at some point against these Aussie teams, MP will get up.
Yeah,
I'm
hard
sure
up.
of it.
All right, last game of that round. The Brumbies
Oh,
just fussy the Canes.
I didn't see that there.
Moving on,
Fucking
Tiz, if
hell.
we can play the
Yeah, nah, this is it, bro. Like, I don't think there's more to talk about.
No, there isn't, man. I said last week we were winning a close one, and all three of you guys were in Hurricanes, so shame on you. Nah, we played. I think we played mean, man. They're under the pump. Not most of the game, but it was still close at halftime. It was about, 16-13? Still anybody's game, but man, I think second half we just turned up, scored a couple of tries, and then ran away with it. Shout out Lulisio. Never doubted you, brother. Never doubted you.
I think
You're
I
always,
think you did, man. Because when I
I
edited
remember
this
you did
post,
too.
this is probably before the season started, and I said, "Hey, boys, man, chucked a few of the lads in there that I think were going to be standout performers." And in this case, I had the man Lolo Seo, mate. I knew, I just felt something, that this guy was going to be, I think, on top of his game. And as you can see, man, like this guy,
I was
it's
just pissed because
against
of
an
last
outfit
year's
like,
season.
yeah, you're going off that season, but I reckon with the team that Brumbies fielded on in the weekend, fuck, they just look unstoppable, bro. Like I think if anything, the Blues are going to struggle against, because they have structure, but in saying that, their team, their players in their team that are game breakers. I think 3 in the forwards, and I think the whole back line of the fucking Brumbies, bro. It's that hard,
Pretty
bro. Like,
much.
I forgot the center's name. Ire Simone or something.
Simone, yeah.
Someone.
Is it Irai or something? Irai Simone?
Yeah. And his eyes up 40 in the weekend was, man, he just carved them up. So everyone, I think credit to the credit to the coaching staff for giving them that freedom to play. Like, I thought they would change. Oh well, most of these Australian teams would change the way they play, but not in this case, bro. These flip, like, it's off the cuff kind of playing.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I saw in on the second half. They were just playing with more. I don't know, just a lot of confidence. Those fellas up in Canberra. So shout out to Fabs, man. He's a day one Hurricanes fan. Sorry, brother. if you're still watching,
I think he just gave his comment and then he left.
Yeah,
he just unsubscribed. He just unsubscribed, and after that he just left.
Just come back.
But no, I thought it was a good win from us.
Good game, bro. Good game.
Nice.
Other than those teams aside, I think we got Chiefs this week, so it's gonna be the real test. Like these
it's over here.
teams coming up. Yeah,
over here as well, eh? Yeah.
So even more that adds it.
Chiefs
like,
v
even,
the Brumbies. I think that's we're gonna call it here. Game of the round. Game of the round. It'll be a. What are you guys? What are you guys thinking?
I'm gonna stick by the Brumbies, brother.
Yeah, 12.
Close
or-
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick to the Brumbies to lose. It's gonna be a good game. Of course, I'm gonna go for the Chiefs, and
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna be as close as you think it might be. I think it's gonna be close to a shellacking.
You see, it's this kind of stuff that gets me angry, man.
Oh, okay.
For me,
Sorry, man.
so I can end this argument. I reckon Brumbies by close game.
Man, that's the
And,
first time you picked us since we started the podcasting. So I just want to say thanks.
And by close one, I mean the ref's going to be in the pocket of the Brumbies, and we're going to see some
Are you
more.
sure we're traveling here?
These New Zealand refs, bit of arseholes, bit of arseholes.
Nah, it's gonna be a good game.
Hey guys,
gonna be a good game.
we've come to I think the mid part of our show, but hey, let's get into some sponsors,
Let's go. So grams ahead. Thank you.
Shout out to the sponsors again, man.
Actually, the sponsors have brought the show to you, so thank you to them. TJA Construction and Crucial Flooring Construction.
Just a quick question, Tiz. Is her name still on the way, or is he just left, like, took it all or something?
Let's have a look at what time the guy messaged us. So this was around the. You right? This was around the 9:05 on my way, and with 40 minutes later, I think he's traveling to Hamilton from Timuka.
Also, we've got Orta's number one fan, David Tuyala, saying,
"Hey, what's up, David? Brumbies for the L and eye emojis. Thank you always, David, for your input. Yeah, we're gonna win, brother. Hope you're well."
And also, Favs is back. He is back.
Oh, sorry, brother. Didn't see you there. GG's, bro. The Blues have our first 5. That's why. That doesn't make any sense. 5 U's lost. Okay. That's why you have off season and pre-season to try and build that first 5 to be a good player. Thank you, Fabs.
Thank you, Fabs. Right. And let's get into it. Let's get into the NRL results.
I think this was a sort of like a weekend of mini upsets, eh?
Oh, bro.
Or like a weekend of multi-ruiners, if you will.
Yes.
I know a lot of multis that got effed up after Thursday's game alone, with the Broncos getting one over the Sharks, surprisingly. Well, a lot of us were surprised. Suncorp Thursday night game. The Broncos, it was actually good to see the Broncos playing well against the form team, a good team as well.
Yeah, I guess, other than Broncos winning, I guess the story was the Stags versus Teleco matchup, which I thought,
bro, how good.
They just blew that up, but even though Stags got one over them, it's only just, I think, Teleco was...
Nah.
No?
Nah, bro, Stags by a country mile with that one, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
for
scored.
me, for
He
me
scored
anyway,
tackle breaks. Yeah.
and also saved him as well.
Yeah, that one-on-one tackle he did on Teleka, that was pretty mean. I think Teleka
Yeah, I wouldn't like in this particular game. Good matchup between the two centers, and but I like for Stags too. I think he knew what he was up against, so I think he came prepared in this game. But we've seen in the past how he's not been there, or even his defense. Yeah, his defense has not been the best, but he surely turned up Thursday night against the Sharks, and Talakai had to change some sort of. But in a game like that, it's all about moments, and Stags were just on top.
Yeah, well, he beat him on the outside for that try.
But we all know he's quick.
Yeah, hard out.
He's fucking
And he
very elusive.
I think he not fended off fully, but he fended Mulitalo enough to get away from him to get the ball down. And I was like, bro, this guy's just beast this season, man. But yeah, I tipped the Sharks, and I think most of us tipped the Sharks in our
I tipped the Broncos on here, and then I went with Sharks on the app.
Shut up.
So you tipped him right where it didn't count.
yeah, I tipped him over.
Unsurprisingly, the Panthers gone over. Well, actually, that was a good
Yeah,
I take
good
that
60
back.
minutes. Good 60 minutes from Titans.
Yeah, if the game was an hour long, similar to basketball, they would have won. But they led 4-0 at the break. I haven't seen, like you said, mention of the Satyrs. I haven't seen the Panthers held to 0.5 in a long time. Until they went into the UFC for the 5 rounders. When the Panthers went into the championship rounds.
They showed up.
Yeah, man, hard up. Yeah.
I think it was 65, 66 minutes, and then they started scoring off kick chases, the grubbers, like Jerome Luai's try, and then forgot who the second try was, or their third one. Just put the game to bed.
Boys, we'll talk about someone else now because Brandon's here.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Hey.
That was the trip from Tokoroa to home.
Tokoroa, yeah, it was pretty good from Taipei.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Apologies, boys. Had to throw this game tonight, so I'm back.
All good. Thanks for tuning in, man.
Well,
and also, what's up?
It's timing, man. It's timing.
You've tuned in, and so has the Uso Charlie. What's up, man?
Yeah.
What's good, brother? What's
good, brothers?
I think he's down the line at the moment too for work. So
nice.
What? Up the line.
Up the line.
Guys, open your ears, eh? All right.
We're back to the Titans Panthers, and we're just about to end the show.
Oh yeah, true.
In the show.
What a shocking performance from the Titans. Man.
I mean, you did good. You weren't that shocking, man.
Oh, man. Honestly. Just don't know where to start, eh? I know the scoreline doesn't, it's not as much as it should be, but still, just because they're the champions, gotta step up to their level, eh? Oh, well. It is what it is.
All right, then we're
sorry, man.
On to the Rabbits v the Eagles. Seagulls. That game was credit to the Seagulls who in the first 5 minutes Kemp. Was it Kemp?
Yeah. Lawton.
Lawton.
Yeah. Lawton got the red card, and but you got to give it to the.
Too much WWE for Lawton, eh? You just go bag that guy.
Just go bag.
He just
Would you
gave
call
it
that
that
a
guy,
red
and
card?
that was it.
If you guys have
Nah,
watched this, comment in the chat. Would you call it a red or a yellow?
That's 10 in the bin.
10 in the bin.
Penalty and 10 in the
Yeah,
bin.
10 penalty on report.
Easy
But
yellow.
that ref had something else on his mind, bro. He just looked at Lord and said, sorry, mate, it's too much gay bags around here. Go hit the showers early.
And Lawson, even though he went off early, he still got total amount on fantasy, which was -6.
-6 for fantasy. Damn. And I think he's going to be missing for a few weeks. I didn't see his
Nah, he didn't. I think he got off.
Oh, so he won. Oh, okay. Was he facing a certain amount of weeks?
Oh no, actually, sorry. I think he is. Oh, my bad. 4 weeks.
Damn. And a fight.
That's right, man.
And so him and Whiteson are the ones that have been charged this week. So Whiteson 2 games for his hit on Walsh, or his tackle on Walsh, and then Lawton a month for that tackle. Yeah, man. So let us know whether you guys think that Lawton tackle should have been a send-off, was a send-off offense, or 10 minutes would have been justified. Anyway, moving on to the Warriors v Raiders. Man, like
Jack, man.
I think last week, I don't know. I called a Warriors win. I don't know how you guys. I can't remember how you guys called it.
I think, I think I took the Raiders just because. Yeah, I don't know. I think I took the Raiders, and I have a habit of tipping Raiders, and they lost like 3 times. I've tipped them. It comes back to what I said. What goes on in halftime, bro? Like their first half margins, they always win it, bro. They always lead, and then second half, I don't know what happens. Like they just, I don't know. They just don't want to play, or they have to
switch off, eh?
Yeah, they just switch off. And then it's you can see it on the press conference with Ricky Stewart. He just doesn't look keen anymore.
Yeah. Oh, here's the answer.
Because you're a hater. I'm not Graham, man. I'm not Graham. I just tipped the Raiders because, yeah. But it was a good win from Warriors. Another 1-pointer from
SJ does it again.
SJ.
Yeah,
that's just
SJ, he had a new
Raiders, man.
He had a new halves partner as well. He had Dejan Assi debuting for the Warriors.
Oh, yep.
He had a good game, man. He had a good game without, I don't know. He did his role. He played his role.
Just a question, guys. And I know there's a lot of Warriors fans that are friends and family out there. The last penalty to draw out the game. I'm not hating. Matt Lodge. You guys think he laid down Larry, or was he laid down Larry at the end, or was he hurt for real? Just want to get your thoughts.
Oh, are you saying that? Oh, shucks.
My opinion, he laid down for the result. That's because there's 1 minute left, man. They're 1 behind, 2 behind. I think anybody would have done it. Any team would have done it, I reckon, in that position. But what do you think?
Well, every other team milks everything else, so why not, eh?
No, we don't. We don't. We just play straight footy.
Oh, yeah.
No, I was kidding.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it made like, I know it came off the shoulders to the head, but it still made contact with the head. Lodge knew that. Lodge knew if he stopped, then they'd quickly check it. The bunker would anyway. I think it was more like we focused more on him staying down, but it was also the act of like the reason, like the act, which was the reason why they got the penalty. That should be thinged as well.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't do that, then
Mm.
he's got no reason to have to take a dive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even if he didn't, they still had a couple of tackles left. They had all the momentum. Whether or not they would have scored, like Kanye West said, I guess we'll never know.
But I don't know if you guys mentioned like everyone's been criticizing the way he took the dive, but I think Warriors been in that position where they needed that win to build something in the team. So I think anyone would have taken it.
Yeah.
Besides Lodge being a hard man, and I think Brangie brought that up about his gamesmanship. I think he's always played well in regards to that, and a hard man, and he does everything to the letter of the law, or pushing boundaries, but taking that dive. Hey,
Yeah.
good on him, bro. Good on him.
We
for
should,
taking
Good on him.
We should make a poll out of it, eh? Like find out the last couple of years how many people have made a dive, like done a dive sort of like that, and just let the viewers vote, eh?
I
That'd be a good one.
think I've got it. There's no. I don't think Dragons have ever taken a dive. We're just all about.
Just dive
Right.
on the table. Like
I've seen Corey Norman. I've seen Corey Norman dive plenty of times.
For goodness sake, you had Selwood on your team.
For the numerous calls that
Nah,
go
but-
against the Warriors, it was nice to get a call for once. Yeah, that's straight up rib. Like
I am
Warriors have
in
been
agreement.
facing the Reds for the last 2 weeks, especially the Roosters game, man. That was just the number one. Warriors versus the Reds and Roosters. Yeah. But yeah, good win on the Warriors, man. Again, Canberra, I don't know what's going on. They don't talk about Ricky Stewart if he's under fire because I think he's got friends at Fox Sports or Fox League. I don't know.
Sure he does, man.
Yeah,
Must be
they
the
don't
same
talk
friends
about
that
him,
we
bro.
have, eh? That they keep shutting us off.
Yeah, the friends
Same
that hate
friends
us.
that-
But yeah, let's move forward to the game of the round. Nah, chick.
Bro, you could say
Yes,
that,
I'm
man.
good.
That was a really good game.
yeah,
To
who
many
would have
people's
thought, eh?
eyes, probably upset of the round. I don't know. But
Oh,
yeah, it was a
not
good
to
win.
me, bro. Not to me, bro.
I wouldn't say upset because last week we beat them, and then this week I
Yeah,
think they were
yeah,
just all
true.
on riding their loss. So I think you
Yeah.
guys got them at a good stage.
Yeah,
where
hard
they're
up.
down and out.
Struggling.
Kick them when they're down there.
Struggling.
But yeah, like I said, like in the pre-show, it was good to get one over these days, bro, because they're probably our number one rivals, Roosters.
Mm.
Man, it was good to have a win. It's been long, like I said, but
Been a long
Yeah.
time.
but a
Yeah,
long
well,
time,
yeah.
man.
Like I said, I backed the boys, and even in our tipping, I was the Lone Ranger.
Oh, yeah.
Nah,
Nah,
I think
still,
they're all in there.
I went
Yeah.
I went auto pick for some reason. So that's my bet. I wanted to pick the Dogs, but
Oh,
I went auto pick. So
nah, yeah, that's
I
your
actually
bad also.
picked them on the pod, but yeah, the app is just playing up.
Also, shout outs to our Toko Siwa.
Day one.
I'll be in touch with you with our beautiful bet, brother.
Oh,
me
yeah, is
too.
that the
I
giveaway?
messaged-
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
I
the giveaway,
messaged,
right? That's the
I
giveaway.
messaged
That's good.
Siwa. I messaged Siwa privately as well about what he told Brands. I just trying to be blues. When it was just him and when it was just Siwa and Brands conversation, I just messaged him privately. I was like, "Oh, I'm a Dogs fan too. If you don't know."
Also, remember me?
Remember me.
So yeah,
But yeah.
now the Dogs getting over the Roosters. It was a really good game, and I think the Dogs, similar to the Dragons last week, just got points on them early in the game, and at the moment, Roosters really can't. They turn up second half, but just can't get more points on teams that are in the bottom 8.
Yeah, and shout out to the two Josephs, Joseph Manu and Joseph Suwali. Those guys, man. Talking a lot of nonsense, The two Yosefas.
Yosefa, man.
Bro, like I said on my story, man, don't put Shoop in the chicken coop.
Man, I was like, just wait for the ref, man. Wait for the ref before you start talking.
They went viral, Far out.
Yo, bro, Shoop locked up Manu on the weekend. I thought that was mean. He did the same to Stags. And moving on.
Yeah, that's the next game. Freaking Cowboys and Eels, man.
Nobody saw that coming.
Yeah, Cowboys sitting third on the table now,
Yeah.
I think there was a couple of winning spooners in the beginning of the year, Well, beginning of the season.
Well, I picked Tigers. I switched to Tigers, but the Cowboys are, man, they're flying at the moment.
Yeah, arms.
Especially with our player of the week, good old drink water. Our fullback, he's carving as well. So I don't think Val Holmes will ever go back to fullback now. I think he's set at centre.
Yeah.
And there's been talks of Drinky being linked with Dolphins, and I think all four of us are day one Dolphins supporter. Before we come through. So shout out to old Bennett, the old man. So with that game that we didn't see Cowboys putting on that number right from the get. 35 is not easy, especially when we're being smoked by the Cowboys. The Eels. Sorry, fuck, man, I didn't. Surely,
I didn't get it, man. Like Eels just put on a show last week, and then the week before, then they get 4 points against the Cowboys. Just don't know where that's.
Yeah.
Jet lag.
Yeah, probably.
Flying up to Darwin.
But yeah, that was the Eels and Cowboys shellacking. Speaking about shellackings,
Flip, the Storm game, bro.
So dumb, bro.
Storm.
I mean, taking that 2 is dumb. Like,
what was
I
the
think,
score? How many points did Storm get? Before the Knights took the hit?
it was 28-0, I think.
Yeah, they were really like, yeah.
And Knights points. The Knights decided to go for the 2, like they were doing the scumbags in the second half.
like the penalty was worth 30 points.
But I think 2 occasions summed up the Knights, bro. The 2 kickoffs. Like their first one was to start the game was out in the full. And then the second half, they let it bounce to go dead, and it was Storm 50-meter reset. And I was like, bro. Just a comment here from Maddie. Did anyone have Knights at the bottom of the table? Nah, man. I don't think, like us boys here on the cast didn't have them. It was, the majority was Cowboys and Tigers, but I didn't see the Knights at all.
Oh, no, mate. I said Bulldogs, Just get it right, please.
Oh, yeah. But then off-air. Remember off-air when I threatened you with the messages, then you had to change?
Yeah. You held a gun to my head and I had to change it. But, thanks to Storms for pushing you guys off the bottom. I didn't think you guys could do it by yourselves, but hey, get help from everyone else.
Hey, we won fans. We don't need help, man. But maybe, yeah. I don't know.
Nah, bro. Knights, yeah. Fuck, they're not looking too good.
CJ, he had the Knights. Oh, Charlie had the Knights win speed. Oh, nice. Let's hope they stay there. Because there's a lot of, stories and speculation about Kalen Ponga now. See, man, he signed the dotted line and then they get pulled back at 2 weeks straight. I don't know what's going on. Now the fingers are pointing. Yeah, the fingers are pointed at him.
The old finger pointing.
They reckon they're angry at Ponga, angry at the club for signing Ponga for that much. They're just throwing in toys.
I don't know, man. I've seen their team for this week. They completely dropped the halves. Like the
Yeah.
halves are gone. I think
Oh yeah, new
half
halves combo way.
New
halves
halves,
combo.
Tix Hoy and
Way who plays fullback.
mm,
He's coming
Yeah.
to the in the halves.
and another
But
dude.
yeah,
Josh
they just
Clifford.
Storm were just in first gear. I don't know if Laughs is watching,
He's always
but
watching.
yeah, he's always
Devil.
watching in.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
man, that's another night. Boys,
on
thank
to
you
the Dragons getting the dub over the Tigers. Just gonna mute these other guys because they probably waiting for
Oh,
us to lose against these Tigers.
just yeah.
Hey, I picked Dragons, man.
Yeah, I picked Dragons too.
Dragons ass, bro.
Oh, you said it.
It's the low
But
scoring
nah, man,
encounter of the week.
I think tough game, boring, but
Yeah.
yeah. In regards to the Dragons game, man, it's just we can't score, man. We don't have anything to offer. It was just off the back of just opportunities that Hunt and Sullivan, just opportunities, and just we have no shape. Forwards are going. I think the forwards are going kind of forward, not really, but you can't score like that, especially putting all that pressure on Hunt. And you have Tigers. Man, I thought it was going to come down to Golden Point. It was nearly there.
Yeah.
But yeah, just towards the end, Sullivan stole it and got us to try. So that took us
Man, good old
to
Hunters
3 on the trot.
having a blind eye in those 3 games.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
What's
man.
the
bro.
kid of the Delium now?
Yeah, I think he's up there now.
Equal.
So
Yeah.
that's good on him,
Wow.
man.
Bro, he's going to burn out. He's going to burn out soon. Can't believe it. No, like honestly, like the amount of work
No
that guy's
faith.
doing is tackling.
Yeah.
Is we need someone that's in the sixth posse or at fullback
To
that
share
can help out.
share the
Yeah.
Yeah. Is I know it's early, but is he worthy of Origin call up?
I think he won't
Oh,
be
he
7,
always
but
is,
I
bro.
think
Yeah.
I think he'll be bench because number 7 is I don't want to say his name because I don't know.
It's the Fox goat.
The Fox go. Yeah. No.
Nah.
No, I
Yeah,
don't
he
know
won't
if
be
he.
7, unfortunately.
Yeah. I don't think so. If anything, probably get in for injury cover on the bench or something.
Yeah, he'll be at 14, coming on
Yeah.
as hooker.
And the last person I want to see is Deli Cherry Evans. So hopefully with with what's his name, the coaches,
Billy.
restructure, they change the whole team and choose a new captain because yeah, I don't know. That's
We
my,
got three
my
goats.
take
We
on
got
it.
3 goats as the coaches, so surely.
I'm saying Hunt on as 14, but we've got a healthy Reed Mani as well as
Yeah.
on fire Harry Grant. So where would Hunt
True.
fit in?
Yeah.
Like with
True.
Money and DCE at 6 and 7. Shucks, yeah, you're right. Probably injury cover at most.
Yeah, sorry, huh?
Nah.
But yeah, I think that does it with our NRL results.
We're just gonna pull up the what do you call it?
The table.
The table. There we go. We just gotta move this one. There we have. If you can't really see, use some glasses. But we have the Panthers up at the top. Storm, Cowboys, Sharks, the top 4. We have the Eels, Rabbitohs, Roosters, Seagulls.
Seagulls.
Steven Seagulls.
Seek.
We didn't
Not only
condone
that, but again, that from I think it's 12th to 16th. It's anyone's game for the wooden spoon. Everyone's on 4, so Knights could easily move off the bottom. All the dogs.
Where you Taste, like how many points do you have? 8?
8.
They're on
Yeah.
8.
You
I think
guys,
you'll stay.
need-
I think you'll stay 8 for this weekend.
No, bro. Just put a lazy 20 on there. You get 600 return. I'm telling you. Nah,
Yeah,
I didn't even call
no,
that, bro. I didn't even look.
I think I'll give Melbourne like 50 plus.
Bro, we're not even talking about the games, okay? Because it's not the first
Okay,
game that's come
yeah,
up,
sorry,
right?
sorry, man.
You bloody dog.
You bloody whore.
But okay, since we're on the topic of games this week, so we've got the Rabbitohs v the Broncos tomorrow night. Close game, I think, and Rabbitohs getting the dub.
Yeah, I'll give everybody's as well.
Where is it being played? In Sydney?
Yeah,
It's in Sydney. I'm going, Bunnies. That's Reynolds' farewell game too for the Bunnies, for the fans.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we got the.
Is it the Charles first game back?
I think so. Yeah.
They're gonna be awesome.
Yep, and then we have the Raiders v the Dogs as well on the Friday.
Easy.
Close game.
Yep, Dogs to win, man. Raiders won't have arguably their best player on the field for them for the next 2 games.
Savage.
Watson's that spark that brings back the Raiders from the dead. And they didn't have that this week, so I think we've got momentum on our side. I'm going Dogs.
Yeah, I'm going Dogs as well, but I'm going with the Raiders lead at halftime because this is when you kill them off in the second half. As they always
The
do.
Musa effect. We call it the Musa effect. Not come out of the changing room.
It's not the Musa effect, man. They've been leading for the last 4 weeks and they've done the same thing. It's the Canberra effect. They just Canberra,
And then the Panthers v the Eels.
Yeah, Penrith.
I'm going Eels upset, man.
Yeah, same. Also, I'm gonna go Eels upset.
Your copies?
Yeah,
Upset, eh?
upset, man. They're bound for one, eh?
Yeah.
Nah. Stop it, guys. It just can't happen. The Titans thought they can upset, but then it's 80 minutes.
Stop bringing up old shit, man.
Oh, hard, man.
Oh, Nossi. I didn't know Nossi.
What's our next game?
Hello.
Oh,
Well,
hey.
we sorry there, technical difficulties, or as we say on our Latched podcast, the glow bug issues from Terry's side. So
From what is that, Mount Roscoe, is it?
Mount Roscoe.
Mount Eden Corrections Facility.
Oh,
Yeah. Always play your glow bug, guys, so you can stay on the net and stay live.
All right. Well, we'll post up the rest of our tips on the Instagram page. Anything else from you guys? I think it's safe to say we've covered our lot for tonight.
Yep.
yeah,
No, we have those.
that's good. Oh, here he is.
I think
Man, he's back. His glow bug's working.
Hey, suburbs.
The old glow bug, eh?
You check the tenner in there? Check the tenner?
Sorry, boys, had to use the old phone now, so
That's all
It's
good.
all right. It's all right. We're just wrapping up, mate.
yeah. So what's happening, guys? What's happening?
Well, we're looking at the picking our fixtures, but
Yeah. So
just,
what will be on the Panthers v the Eels? Finish that. Then we have the Eagles, Seagulls, West Tigers. So easy dub for the Seagulls.
Yep, man.
yeah,
Ooh,
Turbo's back, so Manly.
Oh, yeah, Manly.
by heaps.
Roosters, Titans, easy dub for the Roosters.
Well, Titans,
Walters
eh?
for the win.
Easy. Nah,
Roosters.
Titans.
Sorry,
Always.
man.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
man.
Never fold. Come on, boys. Let's go. Pick me up. Pick me up.
Stay there, man.
I think
Pick me up while I'm down.
Cowboys, Knights.
Oh, man.
Cowboys on form. Yeah.
Cowboys.
Nice to score 2 points.
2 points.
2 points.
And
42nd minute.
and then you have the Storm v the Dragons on the
1
Sunday.
million. 1 million% Storm. 1 million. Storm.
I'm going to go Dragons to lose by 40.
I'm going to go Storm.
I just want to stay under the.
This is why I always advise our audience and everyone watching, pay your glow bug. Pay your glow bug.
So just like Tiz's internet, the Dragons are going to be struggling.
This is straight disgusting.
Dragons are going to be lagging on the field.
Hey, mate. Hey, your internet's still lagging too, mate.
Welcome back again, man. Oh, and there he pauses again.
Was it the last game?
Storms, Dragons, and then Sharks, Warriors.
Cronulla to bounce back. Cronulla.
Warriors, actually.
Again, I'm not hating Graham if you're still watching. Cronulla.
Warriors. Have faith.
Yeah, I'll go Warriors.
Warriors?
I'll go the Wars. The other Wars, not David's Wars.
Not David's Waratahs. Sweet. So I think that does it. And you see, that's why $10 is not enough, boys, to put on the glow bug. Always put a 20 or one of them purple ones to last you through the night. I think with that said, boys, as you said, Brands, we covered pretty much every sport. Oh, he's back again. Hey, how are you, brother?
Yeah, man.
Carry on, Mossa. Carry on.
How many glow bugs do you have in your house? 2, 3?
It's not the problem of the glow bugs, right? It's the paying part.
Oh, the paying part. I was just saying to Brands that was there anything else that we need to cover other than what we have covered throughout the show tonight? Sorry.
No, I think we're good, man. We covered some of the stuff that we like to cover. But if you're viewing us at a later stage, hey, if you got sports that you want us to cover, please come through and message. Send us a message. Even if it's something that we don't really ever talk about, come through, man. We'd love to hear it.
Nice. Did we chat about the women's All Blacks tonight?
The women's All Blacks? What do you
mean? We started that right at the beginning when we went down.
That's me, man.
Oh, yeah. When you did the turn off from Tokoroa and then you're on your way home.
That's me.
All right, fam. Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here, boys.
Thanks for joining us tonight. It's been a minute and a half since my internet hasn't been turned off. So thank you for staying tuned. Glowbug, think if you want to sponsor us, Glowbug, please come through because I think 2 of us need your help. We need your support. So come through. Next week we'll have a better show for you. Hopefully all 4 of us. So shout out to the chat for coming through and throwing in your bit.
Our loyal viewers, man.
Yes. And before we end, we'll pass it over to the man himself, Moser.
Yeah, so, again, thanks to our loyal viewers or anyone new that's tuned in, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, and, like I always say, just give us a like, follow, and subscribe to our YouTube. Like our stuff on Insta, give us a follow, man. Not just watch our videos.
Dogs.
But yeah, that'll do it from us here at the Latched Podcast. My name's Mossa. These are the brothers from Latched Podcast. We'll see you next week, boys. Thank you.
Bye, man. Oh yeah.